The month of March is right around the corner, meaning it's time to talk about all the new games that we're most interested in getting our hands on. And this month, there's quite a few big titles making the list, as well as a few indie games. I'm your host, Morgan, and this is our top picks for the new releases of March. Kicking off the month of March is the Outlast Trials. The Outlast Trials puts you in a scenario where you've been taken by the Murkoff Corporation as they try to perform advanced brainwashing tests. You'll need to attempt to survive this Saw-like experience in order to prove your determination to live. Unlike the original Outlast, this will feature a co-op with up to 4 players. Currently, the game has almost 40,000 positive reviews on Steam during early access, and it's worth checking out if you're looking for a new survival experience to play with your friends. If you're looking to survive the worst therapy known to mankind, the Outlast Trials will be releasing to all major platforms other than Switch on March 5th. 10 days later, we get Outcast: A New Beginning. After many years, the original team behind Outcast has reunited to bring us a sequel to the classic 90s game. You'll once again be taking on the role of ex-Navy SEAL Slade, who's recently been resurrected by the Yods to find a lot has changed in his absence. The planet has been stripped of resources and the Talons have been enslaved. It's now time for Slade to do what he does best and take down the robots who've invaded Adelphia while being the witty man you know him to be. If you're ready to jump back into the role of Slade to restore peace to the Talons, Outcast: A New Beginning will be releasing on all major platforms other than Switch on March 15th. Almost a week later, we get Lightyear Frontier. If you've ever wanted to combine mechs with a farming simulator, well, you're in luck, because that's exactly what this one is. You'll be able to unlock new upgrades to your mech to help you handle various tasks and customize the paint to add a personal touch. You'll also have a home and a variety of other structures you can build and customize with the materials you gather, letting you create the peaceful space farm of your dreams. If you like farming games and you've been looking for a new twist, Lightyear Frontier will be releasing on Xbox and PC March 19th. One day later, we get Alone in the Dark. This one is set in Derceto Manor, which longtime fans should remember from the original. Though this one takes place in the same manner, it's not being dubbed as a remake, instead a revival, as this one will have its own unique story. Speaking of the story, they brought in some pretty big actors to take on the roles of the 2 leading protagonists, with Stranger Things' David Harbour playing as Edward Carnby, and Killing Eve's Jodie Comer as Emily Hartwood. One of the major changes you'll notice is the third-person perspective, making it feel more similar to titles like Resident Evil. As this is a survival horror game, you'll be spending most of your time exploring the manor, solving puzzles, and fighting off wicked creatures. It's pretty much everything you'd expect from a horror game, including the scarce amount of ammo. If you're looking to explore this Southern Gothic manor, Alone in the Dark will be releasing on all major platforms other than the Switch on March the 20th. 2 days later, we get Dragon's Dogma 2. Out of all the games on this list, this is the one we're most looking forward to. If you didn't play the original, it's a fantastic game that didn't garner nearly the amount of support it deserved. It's an extremely difficult game, somewhat like Dark Souls, and the critics at the time weren't particularly fond of it. This one takes place in a parallel world to the original, and it seems like they've kept all the things that made the first one good and improved on it while adding more to make the world feel organic. A really cool feature to this game is the companions known as pawns. They can help point the way for you, deal with threats, and they gain knowledge from experience. One of the complaints from the last game was that the dialogue of the companions was feeling too repetitive, so the devs said they've worked really hard on increasing the voice lines to hopefully get this resolved. If you're ready to take up arms as an Arisen, this one will be releasing to all platforms other than the Switch on March 22nd. On that same day, we get Princess Peach Showtime. Princess Peach is back again with her own original story. The basic premise behind it is that Princess Peach and the Toads go to the Sparkle Theater. While enjoying the show, the Wicked Grape and Sour Bunch show up to take over. Now Peach must face off against the Sour Bunch and eventually take down the Wicked Grape. It's a completely original game that breaks away from the previous titles in the Mario universe, blending many different elements of gameplay. Some of it will be traditional platforming, while others are mini-games as well as some action combat. Peach will be able to switch between different outfits that change the way she plays, each offering special skill sets to go with them. If you're looking to take on the Wicked Grape and her Sour Bunch, Princess Peach Showtime will be releasing on the Switch March 22nd. Also on the same day is Rise of Ronin. This one allows you to create your own custom character and explore many historical places in Japan at the end of the Edo period. Some of the cities you'll get to explore are Yokohama, Kyoto, and Edo. The main story of the game revolves around the Bushin War, so you'll need to be prepared to defend yourself. And lucky for you, the game offers a wide array of weapons to choose from. as well as traversal tools such as grappling hooks and gliders. This is from the same team who created Ninja Gaiden, so we're expecting great things. If you're interested in slicing through your enemies, Rise of the Ronin will be releasing exclusively to PS5 on March 22nd. Still on the same day, we get Bears in Space. If you're a fan of fast-paced mayhem, well, this one might be right up your alley. It's a bullet hell game where you play as a human whose DNA got spliced with a bear. You heard that correct. You're a human bear astronaut in space. Most of the time, you'll be playing in human form, but when you come across a jar of honey, it'll grant you a power-up turning you into bear form, where you get to smack around robots with your bare hands. There's multiple locations for you to traverse, such as space carnivals, hidden temples, and the wastelands. There's also 25 different weapons for you to unlock, which most of them can be upgraded. And on top of all that, there's so many games to spice things up a bit. If you're looking for a new fast-paced, bullet-spraying action game, Bears in Space will be releasing on PC March 22nd. A few days later, we get Bulwork, Falconeer Chronicles. This is an indie city builder that was developed by one man. In it, you'll fly around as a blimp and work towards creating sprawling towns. To do so, you'll need to set up farming of resources, creating hubs for trade, and create diplomacy or war with other factions. What makes the game truly unique is that most of the world is water with cliffs protruding, and it's from these cliffs that you'll be building up and out from. Personally, I'm a huge fan of city builders, and this one's unique setting and faction system has me interested enough to give it a shot. If you want to build across the ocean, Bulwork Falconeer Chronicles will be releasing to all major platforms other than Switch on March 26th. The final game we have this month is Outpost Infinity Siege. This game combines first-person shooter with tower defense, which may sound a bit unusual, but from what we've seen in the trailer, it actually looks like it blends together pretty well. On one hand, you've got this base-building isometric game where you're controlling troop movements and attacks. Then on the other hand, you've got a first-person exploration combat system, complete with weapon modifications and mobile suits you can pilot. I think the game definitely has some potential, though it may struggle to find an audience by blending two completely different genres. If you want to suit up to protect your base, Outpost Infinity Siege will be releasing on PC March 26th. That's going to wrap things up for the month of March. Let us know down below what you thought of the games we picked, or if we missed one that you're looking forward to. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Say that it feels right.